A big thank you to Ibrahim Khan there, our Nasheed artist, speaking to Y254, telling us more about his work. Of course, if you do want to catch more about Ibrahim Khan, you can catch him on YouTube, or you can catch that particular interview on our Y254 TV channel page. Sawa sawa. Remember that SMS number is 22162. If you just tuned in, well, karibu sana to Hello Day with me, Shiko Kaitani. Now, as we said earlier on, Fridays is all about celebrating the arts right here on YintheMorning. And so right about now, we are so pleased to have a production company in studio who create film and TV shows for Kenya by, of course, Kenyans. Please welcome Falcon Eye Entertainment. And today we do have Kevin Bahati, who is a co-creator at Falcon. We've got Beatrice Thompson, who is the founder of Falcon, as well as Rabin Lucas, who is a producer at Falcon Eye Entertainment. Karibuni sana, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I am so pumped to meet people who are out there to tell Kenyan stories. All right, so just as a background check, could you tell us about Falcon?
Well, I'm Rabin Lucas, a producer at Falcon Eye Entertainment.
Yeah.
Falcon Eye Entertainment is a very young production company.
Yes.
It's just started 2 years ago. It's 2 years old. We are majored on film production and TV series. We've done a couple of series, TV series, and a couple of films, complete movies, definitely. Just to curb youths. Youths are out there, they have talents, and they have no platforms.
Yeah.
We just decided to add on their platforms, platforms of the youth. They're having their talents showcased and taken somewhere at least.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So Beatrice, let me turn to you. We do have a couple of shows that are out that we're going to be promoting today on the show. You've got one known as Trouble in Polygamy Paradise. You've got one called Money Matters, and you've got one known as The Wave. Maybe you can tell us a little bit about those particular shows.
Actually, this is a very great opportunity to be here at Y254 to tell the viewers and the Kenyans that we are here, and we are here to equip the young youth of the Kenyan as a group of talented youth to come forward and join us. We have a platform for everyone over there who is able to demonstrate that they can do some good work when it comes to drama, when it comes to any art of filmology, and we also train. We just started it, as Rabin Lucas said, only 2 years ago, but here we are with a very set of movies. We have done a complete movie, and we are actually embarking on series, and we have done a complete television series called Trouble in Polygamy Paradise. And I'll be inviting the viewers really to be interested in this, because as we know, Kenya, we are polygamists. So
Wow, that's amazing.
so we just want to see what happens over there when you're sharing that, that special person called a husband. And we want to see the troubles that come within a set work of a group of women fighting for that special person called a husband.
Wow.
And the children.
Yeah. I can't really wait to see this. Yeah.
It's
It sounds
beautiful.
very
It's
exciting.
really beautiful.
Yeah, and maybe spot on. I think that's one of the issues that we're currently facing as a society. That's a very much talked about discussion about polygamy. Yeah. Okay. All right. So I think we're gonna ask him about Money Matters, but what's Wave about?
Oh, the Wave is actually trying to bring the talent into the ghettos. Like we started with the Wave in Kawangware, and believe me, you viewers, it's just been very good moving on, because like these young talented Kenyans, they never knew how to act. We give them a platform, how to teach them how to be really talented on the stage. And Kenya, we can go a long way.
Yes.
People are really talented. The youth are really talented. They just needed a platform.
Okay.
And that's what Falcon Eye is giving them.
Okay.
So even if you don't know how to act, we are there to train you.
All right.
Just join us.
Okay.
And the sky is going to be the limit.
Okay. Why don't you tell us about the shows then?
Okay, just to touch a little bit on the Wave. The Wave is just, sorry about that. The Wave is a platform for young people without so much opportunities. So we have a lot of talent in Kenya, but unfortunately some of that talent is in places where it's inaccessible. Places like Kibera, Kawangwari, maybe they won't get as much opportunity.
Okay.
So what we do with the Wave, we try to give those guys an opportunity to get inside media, whether it be behind the camera or in front of the camera, or if whether it be music.
Yes.
As long as it's artful and entertaining, we are willing to give those guys a platform to shine.
Yeah.
We have a show also called Money Matters.
Yes.
On this show, it's basically, it's slightly like Omo Pickup Box. We want to be bigger than them.
Yes.
But we give an opportunity for everybody to win money. And what I mean by everybody is the contestants who come on the show,
Yes.
the audience who are watching on the show live, and even the audience who are watching at home.
Yes.
They all get an opportunity to win an X amount of money. We hope to make it a very entertaining show. We should have a pilot aired in a few weeks.
Yeah. Yeah.
And yeah.
Okay. All right, Rabin, let me engage you on the aspect of the perception that the Kenyan film industry is non-existent. And people tend to say that, by the way, the problem is they don't consume local content because it's just not good enough. What do you feel about that? Is it...
Actually, for me, what I feel is that we don't promote ourselves. We are
Is that
we are so into the international stuffs, and like we watch a lot from outside. We don't consume whatever we have in here. I think if we give that youth or that particular person who have come out there to exalt what they have, it will be better. We'll be promoting ourselves, and by promoting ourselves, you'll be motivating me definitely.
Right.
And by motivating me, I'll learn from my mistakes. And we, as we all know, we learn from mistakes and we learn from histories.
Yeah.
Today I'll make something pathetic. Tomorrow I'll make something better, and tomorrow and the other day the best.
Okay, so
I'll
the
just
best
produce
is yet to
something
come
best.
still.
Yeah.
Okay.
The best
Can
is
I
yet
just
to come.
add on to that?
Of course, yeah, go ahead.
As someone, I've traveled a lot, and yes, Kenyan TV is a bit behind. But I believe it's because we have not really paid attention to the content of the TV, more to just who's watching the TV.
Yeah.
So hopefully with Falcon Eye Entertainment, we aim to bring more content so it can attract more young viewers and more Kenyans to watch more Kenyan shows.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, Beatrice, how do you go about actually, can I say, let me know, okay, for lack of a better word, recruiting, or at least casting your actors and your actresses on your different shoes? How do you go about that?
Imagine, that's a very good question.
Yeah.
But I've been on this, I've been working for media for a very long time. It goes back when I was in Canada, and I came up with the youth, giving the youth the talent to actually come up with some films, or just series or drama. And I was very successful when I was in Canada. I did one that was called Trouble in Paradise.
Yeah.
And it was a very good, successful, first black movie in Canada. But then when I looked at the Kenyan filmology, I found that actually we are really lacking behind. Because I watch a lot of movies, and all this is just like Nigerian movies.
Yeah.
And now we have gone into Tanzanian movies. And then I look at us, we Kenyans.
Yeah.
We have a lot of stories to tell to ourselves and to enjoy our own.
Yeah.
But where is that platform, seriously? It's like, as Rabin Lucas said, it's just a way that Kenyans should actually promote their own. They should learn to be able to come up with stories, and to make those stories to be very successful on the television. But just like the Nigerians do.
Yeah.
It's just they are telling the stories that Kenyans can do.
Yes, and so it doesn't cost a lot to tell
Imagine.
stories.
But it's because like they promote each other. The government is actually promoting them. The filmology in Nigeria is doing quite well.
And what about here in terms of your
Kenya.
efforts to actually reach out to the government, for example?
You know, we the people that are on the filmology media, we are actually trying to let the government know that we can do it. All we just need is that to be supported.
Okay.
If you look at the Kenyan youth, they are really full of talent. And if there is an audition of do you think you can act, you can see a lot of people that can portray that acting talent that, you know, you will just be amazed.
Yeah, okay.
But they just need a platform. And we have given you the platform.
Yeah.
So you cannot say, sit down there and say that there is no platform.
Yeah.
We are trying and we are struggling to make the Kenyan people to actually be competitive to the Nigerians or the Tanzanians.
Okay, so let's talk about your impact on the ground. Have you seen lives change, especially amongst the youth, obviously, through Falcon Eye? Are you seeing young kids getting out of different things and negative?
With the opportunities that Falcon Eye has created for the youths, I do see that they're more hopeful. Like we do have like segments where we bring young talented rappers just to have a time to show their skill and to get awareness of their trade, you know. And we get phone calls daily of people trying to see when we'll be next in their area. They have come up with concepts.
So you move about, like you move to different neighborhoods. Okay.
Yes, because there's in different neighborhoods you have different talents.
Oh, okay.
So we've done a show in Kawangwari.
Yeah.
Where we portrayed just the locals and the young guys. We gave them an opportunity to showcase their talents. Yeah. And from that day, they've been calling us to ask us when we're coming back because there's something they were really looking forward to. Yeah, and it's something that normally doesn't happen. Yeah. So
it's quite the spectacle in Kawangwari. Everyone was like, "What? Have you heard? Have you heard? Have you heard?"
And they all came.
Oh,
and
that's great.
There was like a whole community. They all come out just to support one another on what they were doing, and it was something very nice. So our aim is hopefully try to get the government to help us with the awareness and to help us promote Kenyan art and culture.
Right,
in our TV.
Okay, fantastic.
Especially when the government can actually try to help us to do some workshops. Yes. You know, workshops can take a message to almost everyone there. Yeah. You know, and is like you are trying to bring this. This talent on board. Yes. But you know, the only thing that actually fail people and make people to give up is the funds. Yeah. If you don't get the funds, and because like these people are just coming, and because they just, you know, for the love of actually portraying their talent, they just come. But how long are they going to come? Yeah. It reaches a time they give up. Yeah, they go and start doing the other biasharas, which is very common. Yeah. Exactly. So that is the only thing that is killing the Kenyan market.
I can just see mom's pain. You know, she's actually speaking from a mother's perspective.
She does.
You're feeling for your sons, you're feeling for your daughters.
Exactly.
And you know that they are worth more. But I don't know. In your perspective as well, Kenyan, or rather the art is not taken seriously generally. Your parents will tell you, why would you bother going to do, you know, what are you doing at National Theatre? What are you doing at, you know, at music school? Because, I mean, haina do. And let's just be honest, there's you know, there's hardly, are people even paying for this?
Okay, Shiko, maybe just to make it clear, I held an audition at Kawangware the other day, and I found this awesome little girl named Patience. This lady can act. She can do wonders.
She's just naturally talented.
Just comes naturally. Oh. But then, we are human beings. If we are not told, you can't know. Then I don't think if we don't give these people like an opportunity to do that, we can get whatever they have. Yeah. But then you're gonna audition and you're gonna get people. But at the end of it all, what are you gonna do with them? Yes. Yeah. Still, you have to have a strong goal for them. Yeah. Some of them, yes, they even don't know they can do that. But once they discover they can do that, they give you the best shot of it. But if you're not that strong enough, if you're not that able, like to put the materials out there, and as you can see, we are youth. We are just growing.
And how are you able to strike that balance between them working and them at least, you know, being able to cater to their basic needs? Because here you have children in the slum, and half the time it's okay, fine. You have to think about food. You
Yes.
have to think about just basically their basic needs.
Yeah.
And then now you want them to come out and give their best on screen. Is that quite a challenge for you?
It does become a bit of a
Yeah.
challenge because obviously we have to, for ourselves, we actually put all the money in ourselves from our own pocket.
Oh, wow.
So when we invite all these people over, we'll accommodate for their transport, we'll accommodate for their food, and we may give them a little bit of money just to see them for their time, the time they're on the show.
Great,
You know,
great. Okay.
we would hope that we will get better sponsorship and more noticed and more awareness. You know, it would have been easier if we had national help.
Yes.
But
And then, Chico,
Yeah.
you know, by doing all this, by giving them the small tokens they need, of course, you can't just come on set and go back empty stomach.
Yeah.
And, like, you don't have transport, you have to trek back home. By giving all these, and there's no source, like, there's no source completely. We are dipping into our pockets. And the show does not materialize. You know, it becomes a very big a hindrance to us.
Okay.
Like, we are supposed to have the next shoot like next week, and still we've not healed from the wound we had last week.
Wow.
Yeah,
yes.
so it becomes so difficult for us to handle.
Okay. Well, anyway, we're happy that you're here because now people are actually watching, and maybe, who knows, I mean, the kind of response that you'll probably get on the program might lead and open other, bigger doors, so to speak. But that being said, because I know we don't have too much time, we actually want to know, how does someone actually access your content? Because Sawa, you've told us about this amazing shows that you've come up with, but how do we, number one, how does your audience, access that, get to watch it? Number two, those who are probably thinking, by the way, I think I can act, I think I can do this. How do I get in touch with Falcon Eye, and what does it take to actually get into auditions? Okay. Yeah, you can go ahead.
Our handles, maybe just to mention our handles, we have Falcon Eye Entertainment for YouTube, but mostly we just upload our trailers and the little clips in YouTube. But for these big stuffs, we just have to look for some materials from them.
Yes.
Because we need to be funded. Honestly, we need to be funded. So we can't just release something for free. Yet we can make money to fund ourselves from there.
All right.
So you can just find the trailers. We have followers on Instagram. We have Facebook.
Yeah.
But we do share some of our
Okay.
works.
Have you thought of like a public screening, perhaps, where people can probably pay? I don't know.
Yeah, we've thought of that.
Shillings?
There's a movie we shot at the end of last year, The Curse of the Oracle.
Oh, okay.
It's a movie like that is still on. It's still in the kitchen.
Okay.
It's still in the kitchen.
Okay.
Maybe for that,
Yeah.
we'll just release the trailer. Then you will come for public screening, definitely.
Okay. Let's talk about that training. Like we said, how does one get to join the camp?
Actually, when it comes to training, we are really very willing to train everyone that wants to, is interested in the film industry. We train you. But the only thing that the blockage that we have is like people are willing, but then the industry is not employing. You know what I mean? So we just want the Kenyan as a country to be able to support the film industry so that we can be able to train this anyone that is willing to act, and we need other people also, like the producers, to be able to just do it.
Yes.
Do it until we get that, the sponsors are going to be there to sponsor us.
Yes.
The government is going to be behind us, so that Kenyan can appreciate our own talents,
Okay.
And if we give up, it means that we are just going to rely on the foreigners producing movies, producing series for us.
I mean, when is the next time
Yeah.
we'll ever come across a Nairobi Half-Life again?
Imagine.
I mean, it's like, what? Can
been a
someone do
while.
something? When are we?
Just to add to her point, our workshop, right now we have limited spaces.
Okay.
As I said before,
Yeah.
we fund this out of our own pocket.
Yes.
But hopefully in the future we do plan to open up workshops where we can literally bring more people together and have them in front of camera and behind the camera, and just try to give people an opportunity.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Tasa. So as we wrap up, guys.
But actually, anyone that is willing to be trained,
Yes.
you can just call the number of Falcon Eye.
Okay, and you're on Facebook anyway, the number
Yeah, and we are on Facebook.
Yeah, here
and we are on
we don't
Twitter.
wait for PO boxes. We don't wait for a TSG email. Young guys
Those are
are
bygones.
you on Instagram? No, next. Are you on Facebook? Next. Okay, so let's handle with Instagram and let's talk about Facebook so we can catch you on Facebook.
Okay.
And even my director says he's willing to come for acting classes, but don't bank on him. I don't think
He or she is welcomed. Very much welcome. You know, sometimes we can be on set and we just find someone like it all starts with interest.
Yes.
And honestly, it starts with interest.
Yes.
Once you are interested,
Yeah.
then passion follows.
Right.
Once you add on passion,
Yes.
then you can do
What
it.
shocks me though, by the way, guys, before as we wrap up, is how when the political season is on and it's hot,
Yeah.
politicians will say, yes, we're here to help out the young sportsmen and women. We want to, get young people into the arts. We want to support. But then once they win the positions, they don't really care what you guys are doing.
They
You're-
go silent. They go silent. I think it's just one way of finding something,
Yeah.
of winning. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
just one way or the other.
Okay,
But
okay. So give your message to, for example, if it's our governor or the government in general. It doesn't have to be specific to one person.
Let's
but,
hope they keep their promises.
Yeah, especially the celebrities who are involved when it comes to the arts, by the way, and sports, and when it comes to the government in general. Then we can wrap up and say goodbye. Yeah.
Imagine 1 minute is like the only politician that has been actually very much interested to support the youth on
Yeah.
to be creative on the film
Right.
is Alfred Mutua.
Yeah.
And we are calling him now to be able to come and actually promote us, to be our promoter so that we can reach a very large audience.
Absolutely.
Kenyans are starved of our own films. We are starved of our own stories.
Yeah.
Alfred, you are doing a great job.
Yes.
And we are going to look for you.
Thank
so
you
that
so
we can
much.
work together.
Asante Sada. Okay, my director is actually on my case and he's telling me we need to wrap up, okay? But thank you so much, guys, for coming. We really do
Thank you,
appreciate
man.
you. If you loved this particular interview, yet again, you can catch it on YouTube. But please go ahead and support local talent. That's what we're saying. They go by the name of Falcon Eye Entertainment. We want to say a big thank you to Kevin Bahati, who is a co-creator. We've got Beatrice Thompson, who is the founder of Falcon Eye, as well as Rabin Lucas, who is a producer at Falcon Eye Entertainment. On behalf of Y in the Morning, we want to say a big thank you from the directors, of course, our camera crew, and of course, our producers, of course, our guest DJ Nikki, who's in studio with us. Keep those text messages coming through 22162. We'll see you next week, bright and early on Monday at 7 a.m. Enjoy your weekend. Mwah.